Okay, what is going on, guys? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. My name is Braden Good, or Giga Builds, and today I'm going to be showing you a breakdown of my H&T earnings as well as my overhead costs for doing Helium off-grid. This is going to be a slightly flawed little indicator of my earnings, to be quite frank, because I did include 2 hotspots in there that are in a house. Being that they are part of my fleet, I thought that would be acceptable, as most people that are doing off-grid stuff probably do have a couple or at least one in a house, so I figured those were okay to include. Other than that, I did also want to mention that 2 of my off-grid rigs I won't even be including in this because currently they are down due to syncing issues. It turns out I'm having some problems with the racks and the synchro bits. They don't seem to want to stay synced up to the network at the moment, and luckily that should be resolved in this next coming update, which I did write about on my website in the blog section. If you are interested in that, there's a article in there talking about what off-gridders should expect going into this light hotspot update. So with all of that out of the way, I want to go ahead and jump into this video. So hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be looking at my overall Helium earnings and my overhead costs for doing off-grid Helium. So in order to do this, we first need to take a look at our current H&T price, which at the time of making this video, H&T price is sitting at roughly $16.31. That's extremely low, which is unfortunate. I think last time we were at these lows, we were back in September of last year. So obviously that's not very fun. But if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're probably bullish on the coin and a supporter of the project. So in the long run, I think, at least in my personal opinion, we're gonna be okay. But for now on, these are the numbers we're gonna have to work with. So for these numbers I'm going to be drawing out today, I'm only going to be using 7 of my hotspots to pull up these numbers, as I have a couple that are down currently due to blockchain syncing issues. It turns out the racks and the synchro bits have been giving me quite a lot of issue with that, but that's okay. We can still find averages and calculate some earnings. So in the last 24 hours, these 7 hotspots have pulled in 2.5 H&T, so that comes out to an average of 0.036 H&T per hotspot. So that's just something to keep in mind. In fact, I will label this daily average. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and find, and I'm just gonna draw like this text. I want to find how much per month these hotspots should generate. So I'm going to take that 2.5 that the 7 hotspots made in one day, 24-hour period, and multiply that by 30, which would be how many days are in a month, and that gives us roughly 75 H&T per month, right? Okay, so not bad for sure. We can go ahead and take this tool again and drop this guy down here. And now what I want to do is find the conversion from H&T to USD, which, if I'm not mistaken, is probably, and I'm going to pull up my phone and calculator real quick, 75 times 16.31, 1223.25. I'm just going to go ahead and round that up to 1225 for us. So hopefully that's acceptable. Cool, not bad. So now that we have my total H&T earnings all out and labeled, we need to go over the overhead cost for doing off-grid. Now, only 5 of these hotspots out of this population of 7 are off-grid. 2 of them are in houses, so those won't have any overhead because I don't have to pay for a VPN or data plan for them because they sit in a house. So overhead costs for the ones that are off-grid is $50 per month. And to break that down for you guys, we can go ahead and do something like this. Drag this over here, and I will label that $40 is for the data plan, while roughly $10 is for the VPN. So that's just something to keep in mind. That's currently how my breakdown is for the cost of running these things. I'm thinking after we go light, I'll be able to drop this data plan down by a lot, hopefully down to a $20 plan, because the hotspots just won't require as much data anymore, so I can make some room to cut down some overhead costs in that case. But with that going forward, let's go ahead and show that, like I said, we have 5 of these off-grid, and so 5 rigs doing $50 equals, sorry, I can't type today, $250 per month total between the 5 off-grid. So now we can go ahead and take this value. I'm just gonna draw some more lines here. Text 1225 minus 250 gives us a total value of $975 profit. And I'm gonna add a line here because it bothers me. That one was really bad. Good enough. Okay, so that's not too bad. Between my 7 hotspots, making about $1,000 per month of relatively passive income, other than when I occasionally have to do maintenance on the ones that are off grid, and if they go down, but that's okay. And going forward, I'm hoping that those ones that I mentioned that are offline currently come back online, and that will obviously have increased my profit margin by a lot more, as long as earnings stay consistent and like we have to pray. Hopefully this coin goes up in value at some point. But other than that, I think that pretty much concludes this video. It was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. That's just a simple breakdown of my earnings, and I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you have any questions about this, or any suggestions really, because it's been great to hear suggestions about what data plans other people are using, please feel free to leave a comment down below, because that really helps me out. So anyway, thanks guys. See you in the next one.